Hey, how's it going, everybody? In the interest of testing out these new Starfall Circus heroes, we have found what I think is one of the better ones for sure. Not for defense, but we'll talk more about that. And that is Eiora, I'm guessing, and Fluffy. I can't say that I like this art. There's something really weird about the tiger. I mean, she looks super weird too, of course, but the tiger, they look like they're from two different artists. There's something strange about that, but they look like they've gone a little bit more defensive on the build. Essentially, we have an anti-minion hero. Average speed first, so keep in mind these bullet points go in order. Destroys all minions from the target first, so the damage dealt is not absorbed by that. Deals 550% damage to the target, which I think is the biggest snipe in the game that I'm aware of. And so obviously that'll work whether there are minions or not. Deals 550% damage to the target, reduces max health of all enemies that own a minion by 304. So we're removing minions from a single target, doing a really hard snipe to that target, and then reducing the max health of all other enemies that own minions by 304. So the way I understand it is that is equivalent to doing 304 damage to all the minion owning enemies as well immediately, which this was not a hero that got a lot of attention, but that seems overpowered to me. I don't like to throw that word around, but like the strongest snipe in the game and removes minions first, but then does 304 damage to everyone else that has a minion. So like if you look at Uraeus, he's like so totally outclassed by her. She hits way harder. Reduces max health. So even if there's a healer on the team, they can't undo that. And destroys all minions before the snipe. So like, you know, if we look at Gefyon, she steals the minions for herself, which I think is not as big of an advantage as this doing 304 damage to all minion owning allies. So I'm not going to bring a minion team with me because there's nothing here that really needs to be demonstrated with that. What I want to show is how hard does she hit? What does 550% snipe look like? I mean, look at those stats too, 1600 HP, that's crazy. So I think she's not meant for defense, but I think this person's really excited about her and wants to show her off. But yeah, 304, regardless of your defense stat, you're taking 304 damage, so that there's no variability there. It just is what it is. So let's take a look at what this snipe power is like. And then, yeah, just keep in mind that with defense down or attack up or elemental defense down against minion teams, you're going to be devastating them with this hero. So yeah, a better offensive hero, so probably we won't see any nerf there because you never see who, you know, what the person attacking your defense team used, you know? So if we could, people might be like, oh my god, I lose every time someone uses that hero. They're too strong. And then the same kind of uproar that we've seen for defense teams that are too strong, but I don't think that's going to happen. So perhaps just a really strong hero under the radar. So we've got minions. I'm going to go with my own minion team. And this, while we're at it, this defense team makes no sense. You have Bira blocking minions, and then you have an anti-minion hero. It's like putting Scotty and Bira together. It just makes no sense whatsoever. So we'll go anti-minion, and we'll just see what kind of damage we're getting from this hero, and we'll call it quits there. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you had any luck with your summons. I just posted a poll on my channel asking which hero people thought was the strongest. And so far the results have been pretty interesting, so check that out if you haven't seen that yet either. Man. been happening to me constantly where I just can't get the last match. Set it up here, but I think we're going to be a little too late with Sif. Alrighty. Wow, Sif and Vanda are actually very annoying together with Bira when you're like, don't want to heal. Let's just get him out of here. Yeah, this is an awful defense team. No, no offense, but this is not a good defense team. It is beating me at the moment, but in terms of the synergy, I mean, winning an attack is not saying a whole lot usually. Come on, are you even gonna hit? But yeah, just the combination doesn't make sense. So 1,000 to Black Knight. Jeez. All right. But the point I was trying to make there is that any defense team can win under the right circumstances. But this one, if you just look at the hero synergies, there's a few big issues. Like I mentioned, Vanda and Sif and Bira are interesting together. But outside of that, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh man, but it doesn't matter if I can't make any matches here. So in the poll, Emilio is the favorite. And that's what my feeling was going into this as well. And now I'm wondering if he excels as much as I think he did or think he will. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as people get more of these heroes leveled up. Jeez, look at all these minions. This is gonna hurt poor Grimble here. He might die actually. So we won't use Alfrike yet because we're here for the purpose of testing this new hero, so I don't want to block her right before she's in a fire. So 887, that's a little bit difficult to interpret because the passive ability of Lepiota went off, which is a 20% reduction to special skill damage. Alright, so now we'll hit this. God, I hate Sif so much. So yeah, what do I think of her in the long run? Well, I think she's super strong. I think she's potentially too strong, but not in a way that will have much of an impact on the game, so I don't think anything's going to happen. But she is quite beastly. So I'm actually going to stall and not set off her now because I want Black Knight's thing to wear off so we can get one more hit out of her and see all right, against Lepiota again. So that gives you a good idea of what sort of damage she's capable of. I think she's quite impressive, and I've seen some videos going around of people attacking with like Evelyn first and then following up with her hit, and it's like 1900 or something completely absurd. Maybe I'll add one of those clips at the end here. But yeah, quite powerful, and I think no one really expected her to be one of the better heroes. So that's all there really is to say about that. I think she shines more on offense. I don't have her to test her out there, but let me know what you think, if you have a different perspective on what she's bringing to the table. I'd be interested in hearing that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.